The guy abused others because I was there with them. You know what I mean? He used me to do that. He asked me, "Do you want to bring some friends along?" And people that were up there that still live there now. And they replied back to me, "Yeah, we kind of knew about it." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Oh, he went to jail for girls prior." I put it through hell because of being that angry person. She didn't deserve that. When I was 6, my mum passed away. So my mum had a brain aneurysm. So she was 42. And so my dad was the one that brought me up. My dad got offered respite care by a neighbour up the road. And I really enjoyed going there as a kid. I mean, he had Space Invader games and big giant slot car seats and all that stuff, but he also sexually molested me. I remember feeling sick when it was happening, feeling anxiety. Didn't know it was wrong. Just being, the only thing I knew that didn't feel right was being threatened, saying that, you know, if you tell anybody you won't be able to see your dad anymore. Or you won't be able to come up here on the weekends anymore and do these fun things. You know, that's a 6-year-old boy who lost his mum, who went to school one day and came back and there was a whole lot of cars parked out the house, and 10 days later you find out your mum's passed away, and the next time you see her, she's lying in a coffin, and then you use that as a threat to a 6-year-old boy that you're not going to see your dad again if you tell him anything about this. I know that the guy abused others because I was there with them. You know what I mean? He used me to do that. He asked me, "Do you want to bring some friends along?" Because I just wanted to fit into my society we're in, so I brought friends along. I felt like a loser, a loner. I felt isolated. Worthless. The night I told my dad, I was in bed. "Dad, come in the room, Dad, come in the room." And it's really because I wanted a glass of water. That's why I wanted him to come in the room. But he came in really angry, frustrated, you know, single parent, he came really angry. And I remember freaking out as a kid, and then I told him I was being sexually abused because I didn't want to get in trouble for asking about a glass of water. I had no idea what he did after that. My father's passed away now, so I didn't get a chance to ask him. But I did ring my older brother and asked him, "Did Dad know?" And he said, "Yeah," and we knew about that it had happened. And then brother said, "We didn't understand why Dad didn't do anything. He didn't go to police or didn't go anything like that." And I was very lucky that my father did believe me, and I see that now. And people that were up there that still live there now. And they replied back to me, "Yeah, we kind of knew about it." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Oh, he went to jail for girls prior. But he didn't abuse boys." Kind of angry, but then I go, but that I don't want to hold on to that anger. So I say to myself, no, well, that's what the community thought was the right thing to do at that time. I've never hated the man. I never, because all my hate was aimed at myself. Self-harm to me was hitting myself or smashing my head against the wall, because that pain would go away. That hurt, that physical pain would go away, the internal pain wouldn't. That's the only way I knew to cope. I didn't know any other way. You know, I'd be doing in the toilets or where people couldn't see me. I'd do it in my bedroom when I got home, doors shut. I'd do it as an adult, as a fleeting thing really quickly. So I'd be walking away and then literally just punch myself in the head about 3 or 4 times and then carry on like nothing had happened. You know, I didn't think I had an anger problem, because anger to me is being violent. I was never violent. I was always verbally violent, but I was never violent towards a person. Anger to me was hitting someone. But man, I could hit walls, and I could rip the shit out of people with my voice. She's always said to me she knew there was something good in there. She could see it, but she just waiting for me to come to it. I've put her through hell though. I put it through hell because of being that angry person. She didn't deserve that. I mean, we've had conversations now. where she said to me she's felt like a battered person, a battered wife. And I say, yeah. I freely admit that. I own that now, that I did behaviours that were really bad. Those behaviours is all I knew. I didn't know any different. I only knew what to do and how to cope. I only did stuff that I learned as a kid how to cope, and those travelled into my adult life. She stayed by my side, and I'm so blown away by that. So she said to me, she said, you knew there was good in there. I couldn't see it. She could, but I couldn't see it. So she knew there was good there. So I'm very, very thankful and grateful for that she has. I mean, we did split for 6 months, and that was part of my journey. But we're back together stronger than ever. When I was in my year 1 course, I had a bit of a meltdown. It was the first time being honest with myself that, yeah, I've got an anger problem and I need to do something about it. It was the first time of honest being with myself that, yeah, I actually am it. And I've been in road of misery for years. You know, and that's easy to fit on. It's easy track, it's worn. I know that really, really well. That road's worn. I know how to go down that easy. That's what I've done. It's so easy. But going on that road of happiness feels foreign. It feels wrong. It doesn't feel right. And now that road of happiness is the road that is the path well worn now. One of the things I use for myself to get me through when I'm going through difficult situations is I'm not responsible for adult decisions that were made me about a child. Yes, I invited friends along, but it's not my responsibility as a child that what he did to them, what he did to me, what he did to the community. And I want to share my story, I want to share my experiences, I want to share where I've been. To say to other men that it's okay to speak about this. I like to normalise the conversation, not the act. You know, that this is my truth, this is my story. That's what I say, but it's me.